Hey friends, I'm Catherine and I want to show you how to sew heat packs today. We are getting on into the fall and it's going to be very cold very soon. So I want to show you how I like to make heat packs, like hand warmers if you have to go out in the cold. These are great for tossing into the microwave for a couple of moments and they hold on to the heat pretty well. I'm going to be making this heat pack out of flannel, but you can make it out of whatever microwave safe material you like. Just you want to make sure that it can go in the microwave. And for this I have cut a piece of paper as a pattern. Now this piece of paper is 4 inches wide by 8 inches long, so twice as long as it is wide. This can and does scale up. And you can, of course, do it at rectangles and things like that too. You could make it longer or fatter as you like. I want to do a little one though, because this template is meant to fold over so that it ends up with a 4 by 4 square. Now, obviously, with seam allowances things, it's not going to be quite square, but I'm okay with that. It's good enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start by laying my pattern onto my felt of fleece. No, what's the word I'm looking for? Flannel. There we go. And cutting around the edge. Laying my pattern onto my flannel and just going to town on it. I like using a rotary cutter for this. It's easy for me. And this is going to be very straightforward. This is going to be the simplest way I know how to make a heat pack. Go. Aside from microwave safe fabric, like flannel, you're going to want something to fill your heat pack with. I like rice, mostly because I have rice on hand all the time. Hominy corn I've heard also works great. I haven't tried it myself, but I've heard it works wonderfully. There are other things you can use as well. Different microwave safe grains and beans. I might actually try wheat berries because I've got some wheat berries and I tried sprouting them and I'm not a particular fan of the taste, so I might fill this with wheat berries. Yeah, you know what? I think I will. I think I'll put wheat berries in it. Anyway, now that I've got the fabric cut out to size, what I am going to do is fold it over so that the right side is in. And then I'm going to take it over to my sewing machine and sew it up both sides and about 1 inch in. And then I'll come back to you. So I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, there we have sewn up the edges and about 1 inch in on either side. I wasn't specific, I didn't measure, I just guesstimated. And I do recommend leaving more of an edge on here than I did, but you don't have to. I have a habit of sewing really close to the edges, which doesn't always work out well for me. But what we're going to do now is take and turn this inside out. So we'll just take and pop out one of the corners, because I always find that the easiest, and then use that to pull the other through. And then we'll press out all of our edges. And you notice I'm using a skewer for this, but I'm not using the sharp pokey end because that'll actually poke right through the fabric. So I'm using the blunt end of a skewer to just press everything out. Okay. Go, making sure that I get those top corners too. And now we have something that resembles a square of fabric with the right side out. From here, what we are going to do is tuck those top edges in really well and then start here and sew a seam all the way around the outside, including the bottom, right back to the point, but making sure that we leave that opening still open. And we will do that so that it creates a nice border around the whole heat pack, and then we'll be right back. So I'll go sew that, and then I'll be right back with you. There we go. So I've sewn all the way around the edge except at that opening, and that opening shrank a little bit, but that's okay, it'll be fine. And it's created this really nice crisp edge and this really flat, even square. Now it's time to fill the thing. You could sit there and shove rice or wheat berries or hominy corn or whatever in by hand if you wanted to, but I've never been one to do things that way. I like doing things the easy way. And so to that end, I have a funnel. So I'm just gonna scooch the funnel all the way down in and grab my wheat berries and pour them into my funnel, and then use my skewer to encourage them gently and kindly into my heat pack. There we go. Scooching the funnel up a little bit and encouraging the wheat berries out into the corners as I go. Just fitting as much in there as I can without letting it overflow. I want a little bit more, I think, because I do kind of want it to be fairly full-ish. So we'll see how full I can get it. There we go. Just encouraging all the nice little wheat berries down inside of my brand new bee-covered heat pack, because who doesn't like honeybees? And that is probably good. Actually, that might be even a little bit too much. See, when I hold it flat, if I hold that end closed, I can kind of squish it out. Yeah, that'll be good. Maybe even take out just a few. There we go. That's probably better. I want it to be a little squishy still. There we go. Alright, and then the last step is to just sew right across that top edge so that you can't even tell that that's where it was open. I'll go do that, and then I'll make a couple more of these. These also work great for like bean bags if you want to play like yard games and things, but filling them with something that can go in the microwave and will retain heat, like wheat berries or rice or hominy corn or whatever else, is an excellent way to give yourself a little bit of warmth on these coming cold days. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, definitely let me know. I love hearing from you. Remember to subscribe. I put up new videos every day, so there's always something new to see, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!